Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Glad to see you back here on this beautiful Wednesday. I thought to myself, I need to check the weather today before we get going. And looking outside, I would say that the weather is perfect to learn together because not everyone is here in Dayton, Ohio. It looks a little rainy out, honestly. So, we are going to be exploring some air pressure today. We're going to be doing some can crushes and some stuff with eggs. But here in front of me, I have something. And before I get started, I wanted to say thanks to all the students, kids, parents, and teachers who are joining us each and every day. We've been very fortunate to have this platform to connect with all of you. And we know that a lot of folks are actually watching this after the fact. They're not hopping on live with us all the time because some folks are still working and things like that. So we want to make sure we have content available for you. And on that note, yesterday we had a couple of folks who gave us some ideas for content. And I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but one of them was talking about building like squeeze bottle rockets and talking about compressed air. So we're going to actually do that next week. I think that's a great idea. And then we had someone recommend doing some experiments with popcorn. And I thought that really could pop. I mean, that could really be cool. And since my initials are KFC, working with kernels, yeah, enough said. But anyway, I'm really excited about the ideas and keep them coming. So if there's something you like or want to learn more about or see a cool demo, put it in the comments. Let us know. Send us a message on Messenger. Whatever it is, we're looking forward to hearing from all of you. So I think we're going to get started today. And what I have here is it's a balloon in a bottle. There's a little bit of water in it because I was doing some testing before we came on air just to make sure that this works. So you can see that the balloon is inflated like inside out. So we have a little bit of water in here. And inside of this flask, we also have air. So I have a little hot plate right here. I'm just going to put that on there. And we're going to turn it up just a little bit. And what we'll hopefully see something happen. And am I crazy or does it look smaller already? So the balloon looks like it's getting smaller inside of our flask. Now, why is that happening? I want you to think about this. There is a little bit of water in there. I'm using that to heat up. But inside of this, we have air. And when air gets hot, air expands and it wants to fill up the space that it's in. Those air molecules, as they gain energy, they're bouncing around more rapidly. They're bouncing into each other. They want to spread out. They get more energy. So when they have more energy, they need more space. And when they have more space, or they're going to make more space because that balloon inside of there is made of latex. And so it is going to react to this air pushing on it. So the air right now is expanding, and as the air expands, inside of the balloon, it's kind of weird to think about this, but inside of this balloon, there's air from the air pressure out here that's inside of it. So what's happening is as this air pressure inside of this container increases, we got some water boiling here, hopefully create some steam, and that's what this water vapor is right here.
You want to move it over a little bit?
Can we see it?
And so we could go in a little closer on it?
You want to zoom in on it? Is that good?
Nope.
Where do you want it?
In the middle.
There we go. Is that all right? Live TV.
We'll try it.
Somewhat stressful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go. So the air. Oh. It's gurgling. Look, you can see the balloon trying to push. The balloon is deflating because the air inside the pressure is increasing. And now it's totally deflated. Oh, poor little balloon, it's all deflated. But watch. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! So the air inside of it is causing so much pressure that the balloon... Here, do me a favor, throw me those goggles. Okay. Whoa! Yeah. That's why I'm going to throw some goggles on and clean them off.
Move it closer, we can't see it very good.
I don't want to unplug it. So what we have here is that this flask is filled with air. It's created air pressure because the air is expanding. It has nowhere to go, so it inflates the balloon. And what's really cool is we're actually going to take it off of here now. And I'll put it right in front of me. And we're just going to let it sit just for a second. And I know you're thinking, this is riveting. Hard action, fun science. And it is, because inside of this we have air. And now that I took it off the hot plate, the air inside of there is going to start doing what? If you said cooling, you're absolutely right. And as those air molecules lose heat energy, they start to slow down. So instead of bouncing around, needing a lot of space, they'll start slowing down and they won't need as much space. And actually, we're going to try to increase the rate of how this is happening. I'm going to put this, oh, that's a stink bug.
I think that's just a beetle.
Is it a beetle? We have a beetle on set. If it flies in front of us, you'll know, because I'll run off the camera. Oh, he's coming this way. All right, stay focused. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to cool. This is going to act to start cooling down. Look, it's deflating. And the air pressure in the room is now greater than the pressure inside of here. And our balloon now is reverted. It's inverted inside out again. And what we're going to notice here, as the air inside of this continues to cool, oh, I wonder if I leave it in here long enough. I don't want to make a mess. But you can see the balloon is getting bigger because more air is coming into it, so it's inflating inside of the container. I just don't know if there's enough space for it to inflate all the way, almost like the vacuum jar, right? All right, so I wanted to show you this because I wanted to talk about air expands as it gets heated up, and we're going to use that to our advantage today to talk a little bit more science. I'm going to slide this over here. This hot plate is still warm. I'm going to bring this over here just a little bit. And I'm going to talk about what's going on our burners over here. So I'm going to turn this one on. I've collected some soda cans over the last 2 weeks, and we have a whole bunch of them right here. And so what we're going to do is I'm taking an empty soda can, and I'm going to take a spoon full of water, and I'm just going to put a little bit of water into that can. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto my hot plate. Now, boys and girls, parents, if you're at home watching this, children, you should not be doing this unless you have adult supervision with you. Parents, if you're doing this, you need to be very careful and you need to practice science safety. So if you're handling hot objects, use tongs. I'm going to be using gloves today to protect my hands and insulate them so nothing happens. But most importantly, we want to be safe. Now, these are going to start heating up. And if you remember what happened on our flask, the water started to boil and it created some steam. And we're going to see that steam coming out of these containers here in just a little bit. And then we're going to do an experiment with those. And while we're waiting for those to heat up, I brought along another experiment. So we're going to bounce back and forth just a little bit. I boiled some eggs last night. I love eggs. I love scrambled eggs. But I do not like boiled eggs. Just so everybody knows. They smell funny. But they're great for science. And these are expired eggs that we had in the fridge. Ah, there's the bug. Oh, he's a little booger. Come here.
Here, get him on the sheet and I'll take him out.
Come here, little man. Here, I got a sheet of paper. We don't want to hurt him. All right, I got him. All right, it's all on you, Mrs. C.
Normally.
If we hear her scream, we'll know why.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about our next experiment. And this is one you can do at home as well, but you're going to need a family member to help out with this. So what we're going to do is... Oh, they're already doing... Okay, I fibbed. These things are heating up really fast. Let's do this first. We'll give it another second. We're going to wait for them to start steaming. Thank you, Mrs. C.
He's free.
He's free. He's safe to fly and roam.
He went out in the fog.
He came to see Mr. C doing science in his home. All right, I can hear the water starting to boil. So what we're going to do is when we start seeing the steam coming out like this, these two already are, so they're turned up higher. We are going to take this can, turn it upside down inside of this bucket, well, this container. It's an ice bath. Just like our balloon in the bottle, something's going to happen. And let's see what happens, and then we'll talk about it. So let's see, I can probably do this upside down. If I do here, flip it, yeah. All right, so we're going to give it just another second. I'm really excited about this. I love doing science experiments live with you guys and gals, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and it's all about the experience, right? That's what science is all about, is learning and trying to figure out what's going on. And so I think we should try one. What do you think? All right, here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. All right, so you're probably saying, what just happened? Air pressure just happened. So the steam, the water is boiling off. It's producing steam inside of it. The steam is pushing the air molecules out. And what we do, we very, very quickly take the can, we turn it upside down into the cold ice bath. And what it does is it seals the container. So we still have some water vapor inside of there. That water vapor, those molecules, cool very, very rapidly, and they come back together. So before, remember that air was expanding? And what happens is as we cool it really rapidly, those air molecules lose their energy and they condense, they come back together, right? They collect back together, which causes a lot of empty space in the room, not in the room, in the can. And that empty space changes the pressure on the inside. The pressure is less than the pressure out here because air creates 14.7 pounds of pressure per square inch, So we can actually calculate how much pressure is on this can if we wanted to, if we want to do a math lesson with that. All right, let's do another one. Oh my gosh, those are like turbo. It's kind of making me jump. And then it also pushes water inside of it because the air pressure is pushing down on the water, and so it kind of sucks it up. All right, should we do another one? I think so. I'm gonna bring these over here. Dun, 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 dun. You guys probably think I drink too much soda, but I don't. It's for science. Da, 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 da. All right, so all of these containers already had water in them, so I'm just kind of creating this little, all right, that one is going. I can see it over there. Let's turn these up a little bit. Yeah. Air pressure is so cool. If you're just tuning in, we'll say it at the end of our live stream as well. Tomorrow, let your friends and family know, we're going to take this experiment and we're going to try it live. I've only done this once before for Speakers and Beakers. Well, I didn't, but Adam Splitter did, and he was in our show. We're going to take a 55-gallon barrel and do this experiment with it outside using propane and a huge pool of ice water to see if we can get it to actually do the same thing. 55-gallon steel drum. These are aluminum cans. Here we go. We're gonna do rapid fire safely. I'm gonna go boosh, 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 boosh. We're gonna do 6 of them, and then we're gonna move to our next experiment. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Number 1. That was awesome. Number 2. Oh! Summit Plunge Orange Soda, tough can. Number 3. Oh. It like crushed right to the bottom. Look at all that water it sucked up. It stood straight up. That's a lot of water that it pushed up in there. All right, here we go. Get my hand so I can flip it.
Which can's crushed the best?
Wah, wah, wah. What happened?
Is there any water in it?
I don't know if I put water in it, honestly. I thought I did.
Maybe
Oh,
it's the type of can.
that's a Kirkland signature can. That's from Costco. What do they make their cans with? All right, here we go. Let's get. Oh, see, that's why we use tongs so that I don't grab that. It's hot. Oh, you know what? Maybe my hot plate's not hot over there.
That could be.
Maybe that's what it is. But one of them worked.
But maybe it was close enough to the other edge.
I don't know. Now I'm surprised. All right, we're gonna let that go one more.
Does it have heat?
It looks like it's on. I can hear it, so I can hear the. Yeah. So I can hear it turn on.
But does it have any heat?
Yeah, I can feel the heat, but it's not as hot as this guy over here.
Mm.
All right. We're gonna do these two. This one is smoking now, steaming. Yeah, this one is too. It must be that hot plate. That's okay. We'll try this one again. All right, Kirkland, signature. You're going down. What is going on? Will you grab me a scoop of ice? I have a feeling. Oh no, that should still work. When good experiments go bad. It's actually not a bad experiment. It's just an opportunity for us to try to figure out what's going on. So it's steaming up really well now.
You need your thermometer.
I do. I didn't bring a thermometer with me. All right. Maybe it's just not hot enough.
I guess our scientists at home will have to try to figure it out.
Yeah, so if you're at home watching this, or you're tuning in after the fact, try to think about what's going on. So it's interesting because these crushed really well, and then you remember the Pepsi didn't crush as well, and then this one didn't crush as well, like these. So I'm wondering if we didn't allow the water, the steam inside, to kind of get as much air out, but now we've got a nice rolling steam coming out of here. All right, this is going to be our last one for the little cans, and then you have to tune in tomorrow to see the big cans because that is going to be an implosion you do not want to miss. You do not want to miss that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be just like this one, but a little baby version. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. Ta-da. It's amazing how cool the can gets right after we put it in. And this one, the Pepsi, is ready now. Turn this off. We're going to try this burner just to make sure the burner's not bad. It's all for science. Booyakin! Look at that. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to pick this up really quick and slide it over so that it's out of my way for the next experiment.
Is everything
Get
turned
these
off?
cans. Now it is. Everything's turned off.
Science safety.
Science safety is fun for everyone. Science safety always must be done. Science safety, an easy thing to do. Science safety is meant for me and you. It looks like the microphone cable's in front of the ones. All right, here we go. So, all right, I need a paper clip. Not a paper clip, paper towel. I don't think a paper clip would help me there. Here we go. All right, to our extraordinary egg experiment. Perfect. I'm really excited about this one. The pressure's been building all morning, and we've had a little bit of fun already. But we're going to do this experiment, and it's actually a really, really interesting experiment. Hold on, I dropped a candle. So, can you hand me that sheet of paper right there? So what we're going to do, I need something to burn. This is another experiment that kids, you should not do this at home without parent supervision. We're going to be using a little bit of flame and fire and heat, and so this is something that we want to be careful with. So have your parents help you if you're watching this. Parents, if you're responsible, which I know you are, just be careful and practice science safety. So we have a fire extinguisher, obviously, in the house, and we want to be really safe. But this egg does not fit into the bottle. But we know that there's something inside of this bottle. And we know it is air. And we've been talking about air a lot lately because really it's all around us all the time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this egg, we're going to put the egg onto the bottle. So if you're going to do this, find a bottle that an egg can sit on. And then we're going to wait for it to fall into the bottle. And if we sit here long enough, it may or may never happen because we know that objects at rest want to stay at rest until acted upon by an outside force. And right now we have air pushing on the egg, the bottle holding up the egg. It's not really going anywhere, but we can maybe adjust that to our advantage. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take this egg out just for a second. I'm going to take a little sheet of paper, and I'm going to light the paper, put it into my container, and then I'm going to put the egg back on top. So the egg will be just like it was. The only difference is we're going to put a little bit of flame inside of this, and let's see what happens. Okay, let's get it going. I hope it doesn't go out because it was wet in there. Get my egg. I don't want to make sure it's burning. I don't think I have a good flame. Where's it? No. There, yep. We're gonna put the egg. Oh! It's awesome. It's so awesome. Ooh, look. So, did you see that? That was so cool. I'm gonna use a smaller sheet of. Ooh. I'm gonna use another sheet of paper. That index card was really thick. Thank you. Look at that. Did you see that though? That was awesome. And I don't know if you saw it, but when I put the flame in, I put the egg on top. I had to adjust it because it wasn't lined up straight, but the egg went boop, 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 boop. And my question is why was the egg kind of like bouncing? And if you think about it, what's escaping this? Just like the water in the can, the gas, right? The air is trying to get out because it's heated up. The air expands, it rushes out. And then what we have is that egg seals the container, and then the air pressure out here pushes it in. All right. How do I get that out?
I don't know.
All right. All right, that came out. What if... Well, we have another one. Hold on. We don't have to get that one out yet. I have an idea how to get out, though. All right, we're going to take a smaller sheet of paper. We're going to do the same thing. And I've got another egg. I don't think it needs to be that big. I did not do a good job peeling these eggs. They're all broken apart, but that's okay. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Keep your eyes on. I'm going to try to set it perfectly on there. Come on. Did it not? Oh, you know what? Maybe the flame wasn't big enough to burn off. Hold on. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Okay. Bigger flame. Bigger sheet of paper. Three, two, one. Oh, you know what? I'm smothering it. Can you hand me one of those bottles right there? In that bucket? Today is a day, so I've got little stuff. Just so I said, I didn't drink all of these yesterday either for today. Yeah, I'll take one more. All right, here we go. We're going to try this one more time. I think what happened on that one is I smothered my flame because there's too much smoke in it. So I couldn't get a good burn. All right, here we go. This is a smaller bottle, so there's less air inside of it. I mean, that was just like beautiful. That thing went straight in without any issues. All right, so that is really, really nifty, right? We can put an egg into a bottle. And I know what you're thinking, how do we get the egg out? I've got an idea for that here in just a second, but I want to try one more thing. Is there another bottle in there? Do we have another one?
Yeah. Your Tante is on.
Oh, my Tante Lisa from Germany is on. Hi, Tante. So if you don't know, Mr. C is German, half German. My mom is German. And so my family in Germany gets to join and watch science with us also. Not just here, people in the States, but all over the world can join in and have some fun. All right, so here we're going to try something really cool. And same idea. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take a candle and put it into the egg. We're going to light the candle. And then I'm going to, without touching the egg, I'm going to bring this onto this egg just like this. And I want to see if we can suck the egg up and not just push it down. All right? All right. We've had a couple of science failures today, which is fun, right? I love making mistakes together. It's awesome. Because really, in science, you don't make mistakes. You just have new learning opportunities. All right, the other thing I'm going to also do, and you can do this as well, I have a little bit of oil here. I'm just going to put a little bit of vegetable oil right on the lip, the mouth of the bottle, just so that it doesn't tear up the egg, because those eggs got torn up really bad. All right, here we go. Oh, I hope this works. In 3, 2, 1. I'm not holding it. I'm not holding it. Oh, it got sucked up. Look at that. And you can still see exactly what it looks like. And I'm glad this one worked really well because now I think I can get this out. So we got the egg in because of air pressure pushing the egg in. So the question is, how do we get the egg out? And if you're thinking like I'm thinking, if we can get enough pressure behind the egg inside the bottle, the egg should pop back out. And I don't like boiled eggs, but I'm doing this for science. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to breathe in. Oh, they smell so bad. I just don't like boiled eggs.
Oh, it's a happy birthday egg, they said.
It's a happy birthday egg. So if there's a birthday boy or girl out there today, happy birthday to you. I've got an egg. It's true. It's stuck in a bottle. What should Mr. C do?
Oh, somebody asked, is the egg melting or is it the air pressure?
Wait, is it melting? No. So, like when it looks like it's getting squeezed, that's because the egg is actually bigger than the mouth of this container. And so when it's getting pushed in, it's squeezing it. And so, like here, I don't know if you can still see, we had some egg remnants. And that's because it didn't go in smoothly and it was like angled and it just pushed it down and it just ripped part of the egg off. All right, here we go. I'm going to put my mouth on this. I'm going to blow into this as hard as I can. And we're going to see if this works. Ugh. It's so gross. Oh, I couldn't get enough. I can't do it. I would, if it was like, I just can't do it. All right. Look, it's stuck. I'm going to push it back in. Yeah, could you see the pressure that I got in there? I don't think I can get it back out. We'll try it one more time. No, let's not. Let's not. Is there another bottle in there? Or are we out of bottles?
One more.
All right, we've got one more. We're going to do this one more time. Put a little bit of vegetable oil on. I got an extra candle. All right, here we go. So I'll make sure I keep it in the frame this time for the tight shot. Is this in the frame right here?
Yep, you can scoot up a little more.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. I grabbed it. It's going. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, little egg. Ah, I did it again. Perfect. Now, I'm going to blow in as hard as I can. We're going to try to get this egg out. Oh, it's soft. It's going to break again. Maybe. Here we go. It came out. That was so cool. I hope you guys saw that. It just shot out. It totally just shot out. Oh, man. That was cool. Well, I had an amazing day learning with all of you today. And I hope you had a good time learning as well. So, big news. Tomorrow we have a huge live stream that's going to be available. We're going to do a can crush with a 55-gallon barrel drum.
It's a field trip.
It's like a field trip. So join me if you have friends and family who think that might be cool to watch. Let them know.